welcome to our April Q&P, our first Q&P of April.
Yes.
We are happy to be here.
Always happy, and we love answering these questions. We actually, we don't answer.
We're not answering.
We're not claiming to answer anything. We're processing through it with you. And we love the process because it's different for everyone. Everybody has a different answer. And so we're just going to process it with you to help you get to your answer or wherever you're at.
That's a good way to put it, because when I get these questions, I'm like, I don't know. It's a great question.
It's a good question. Yeah. So I like thinking about it like processing, because I don't want to feel like I'm coming in here and telling you what you need to do, because I don't know what you need to do. I really don't. We don't know. We don't know. I was going to say something else too.
Well, I was going to say that next Q&P, so in 2 weeks, we are going to do a part 2 follow-up of last time's Q&P where we talked about sex ed. We're going to do a part 2 to that. And we're also going to touch on like keeping kids safe online and stuff like that, which a few of you have been asking for that. So we're going to talk about that.
Yes, we had more to say last time, and I think there are just more questions, and so it's a topic that we all want to hear talk more about.
We do.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I was going to say. We are going to we are going to revisit that, and so we'll have a part 2 next. So in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yep. All right. So today we have a question from Essie. She asks, what do we need to know about pop culture for raising teens? I've completely separated myself from pop culture for a long time now, and as my oldest is about to turn 12, I'm feeling like I should get my bearings. What are the stars I should know? What are kids into that I should have on my radar? So far, we've got Minecraft, Roblox, and Encanto happening at our house. Same. But I feel like I should know the movie stars and musicians too. Can you help me out?
I love this question.
Yes.
Because honestly, it's so relatable. I remember feeling this way about the same time my oldest turned 12 as well. I remember being like, I have no idea what's up here. I need to figure out what's happening.
Want to be the hip mom.
Well, also just like, it's a little bit scary, knowing that your kid is going to start encountering things that's not what you put in front of them, or that's not in your control. And
that is so true. That is
it's
so
a little bit
true.
Scary. And so like, I don't know. I definitely felt this way about that same time.
Same.
So good question. Yep. Very relatable. What do you want to start with, Maren?
Well, my first thought is, ask your kids. Ask your kids. And I'm saying that because everyone is so different. I mean, I have 4 kids. They all have completely different interests. And none of them are really like all into the same stars or famous people or musicians or whatever, or apps even. Like my 15-year-old is like really into this like niche kind of folk alternative bands with smaller audiences that like, these are not people I would, you'd ever hear on like top 20 radio, or you
couldn't have prepared for that.
You never could. Yeah. I would, even if I listed 100 famous people that you should know, these people would not be on that list. So and then she's also getting into classical music and other things too, so it's like you can't just say, well, teens are into this these days. It's just not really how it works. I wish it were that easy.
Yes.
And I have twins who are 13. They are completely different. One of them is into all the top 20, all the top, like super, the famous, the TikTokers, the, famous musicians, all the people who are on the top, right? Super popular. And then the other one is like, wouldn't even maybe know the names of these people. Like they're completely opposite in their interests in pop culture. So I think it's most important to just kind of enter into your child's world.
To hear the rest of this episode, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/homeschoolunrefined. You'll unlock access to this episode and the rest of our Patreon episode archive.